Hey guys, so last night, I think it was either last night or yesterday afternoon, the running order for the two semi-finals have now been released. So I'm a tad aware of what's going on. I did see a lot of people talking about it yesterday and whatnot, so I have a little bit of catching up to do. So this video effectively is me going through each of the countries for the first semi-final, placing my thoughts, who I think is probably going to qualify, who I feel like has been screwed over, who I feel has probably been the most favoured, just the general things, but I'm not entirely sure of how the order works, so it's kind of me looking at the order as well. And so that's this video, and then I will construct another one, which will look at the second semi. So yeah, that's roughly how it's going to work. So hope the EBU and Eurovision.tv don't mind me using this, but they have a recap. Well, they have two little videos on the running order, so let's have a look, see who's been given what. Okay, here goes. Okay, Cyprus, I can see that. So they closed semi-1 last year, now they're opening semi-1. Alright. Upbeat song, good to get us, you know, off the track. It must be a very good staging if they're going to open, because it needs to be impactful. Okay, number 2, Montenegro. Yeah, I expected that easily. It screams number 2. You always need a much slower song as well, so yeah, that's fine. I get that. 3 is usually a spot that seems to be hard to qualify from, same as number 4, so I'm curious to see if they put in 4 now. Much more up-tempo compared to Montenegro. I thought it would have been placed a bit further down the line actually, but okay, if that's where they want to go with Finland, fair enough. I could see why, okay, yeah, when I said 4 can be quite hard to qualify from, they give it to Poland. I've noticed this trend, they seem to be going female, male, female and so forth. So it's like they're not all sandwiched together, I suppose. Okay, so, ooh, okay, Slovenia 5th. It depends on now on who goes 6th. I'm hoping their stage is really, really good to stand out, because I do love the song. Okay, Czech Republic in number 6. I'm always worried about Czech Republic, to be honest. I'm not sure how to feel with that. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about that one. Hungary at number 7. Now with Slovenia nearby as well, I'm just wondering, are they going to cancel each other out now? I know they're two different styles, but they are both roughly the same tempo. And I'm just wondering, you know, is anyone going to stand out? And now we're back to tempo with Belarus. That might work in their favour now. I'm not sure. Problem is, there's a lot of borderline qualifiers in this semi, and it's especially in this first half. Okay, who's going after Belarus? Alright, okay. Again, another borderline, and it depends on who's going after Serbia now. Belgium. Ooh, okay. two. Okay, Belgium's not exactly a ballad, but two back to back. There's gonna have to be an up-tempo one now, surely. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, I thought they would have put Georgia further down the line. That's three. Okay, Georgia's powerful, don't get me wrong, but I'd have thought they would have gone a bit more varied on that. Okay, Australia, that's going to stand out quite a lot after them three. People are just going to want a wake-up call, and that's just literally the perfect wake-up call, so maybe they've favoured Australia now. Okay, that's going to hurt Australia. Maybe, maybe not. Iceland right after Australia. That's okay. This is literally going to be all the craziness in one go. I forgot it. I forgot that half the craziness entry is during the same half. I thought they would have split them up a bit more though. And another sort of up-tempo-ish type entry. I thought Estonia were going to close. Oh, I had it predicted over the last few weeks that Estonia was going to close. I'm kind of disappointed now. And now Portugal. Oh, okay. I'm worried for Portugal. Okay, I think Greece is definitely going to stand out now. Powerful vocals. The staging has got to be good though. Yeah, I think Greece might favour from this. It's the only non-crazy song at the. Okay, that was my second guess. If they weren't going to go with Estonia, then they were going to go with San Marino. I think that's a good closer. And it might benefit San Marino quite a bit, actually. And it's definitely one that would give it a good punch. It's got a good lot of crowd involvement. That would be a good thing to close with. Okay, so I've gone through the list again, and just in case it was flying through really quickly and you didn't quite work out where the heck everyone was, I'm going to throw a picture of each of the semi-final one, which you should be able to see now on screen. So anyway, I think through that little video montage, I think it's safe to say what I thought mostly about the songs. Um, it's strange really because I'm thinking the semi one opener, Cyprus. I think that was a good idea on the basis that it's an up-tempo song, and I think it'd have been weird to have. I mean, they couldn't anyway. They drew in the first half, so realistically, where could have you placed them? So I think putting them first was a good idea. It's an up-tempo song. It gets people in the mood, and it's a good way to open the show. I think I think they were right with that one. Montenegro, they're done for. I'm sorry, but I think after we heard the song compared to everybody else, I think we had an idea they were done for. But putting them in the second spot, yeah, they're pretty much none-ite. As for the rest of them, I think San Marino has benefited quite a lot in this as a closer. Now, I did have Estonia initially as a closer, thinking that it'd be a great idea, but then I also had San Marino as a potential backup. So going with San Marino, it's a great idea, I think, and it's a nice way to close it off. So, all right, yeah, okay, I can see what they've done with that. Estonia, however, I'm a little bit worried for them, simply because they've been mashed right in between, Iceland and Portugal, and now I'm really worried for them. because Portugal's like sort of one side of out of the box, and then Iceland is the complete opposite, really, really outside of the box. Whereas Estonia is a lot more safe. Um, Although in saying that, I think after going, after Iceland, they're going to be so focused on Iceland that they're going to forget about Estonia and then just focus on Portugal. Is another kind of bonkersness, but in saying that, Estonia's song is really accessible. It all depends on how they do the staging, but I am genuinely worried for them. I have them now down as a potential non-qualifier, which is sad really because I like the song, and also I'm going to get a lot of moaning off my sister if that comes to happen because it's one of her favourites. So kind of hoping they do qualify, but even then it's I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. So yeah, I think San Marino's benefited from that quite a lot. One thing I do find quite interesting is the transition from Australia to Iceland, and I'm not entirely worried for Australia. I think it might get forgotten about a little bit, but not enough so that it doesn't qualify. I think the juries might save Australia, but they don't tend to vote for ones that are entirely out of the box. So I am a tad worried for Australia, but I don't think I'm that worried it won't qualify. I think it'll still qualify, but it's just interesting to see the transition from Australia to Iceland. So the the general public are going to be like, what the hell's going on? So maybe having Estonia there might be a good idea just to calm it down a little bit before they get introduced to Portugal. Um, so I've been trying to work out who based on objectively speaking, who's going to qualify, who's not going to qualify, and who's borderline. Um, so I think realistically, I think I've got down as Cyprus, Greece, Iceland, Australia, and my four that are through. And with that, maybe San Marino. Um, I really, really do hope Serhat does qualify, and I think going last does give him that advantage now. So I've got San Marino down as a qualifier. Doesn't mean to say you have to agree with me on this. It's just what I'm thinking at the moment. My non-qualifiers would be Montenegro, Georgia, to a degree Estonia, and potentially Poland. Poland might surprise though, but I don't think at the moment I've not got it down as a qualifier. So those are my four. I think Montenegro is the definite. It's got no chance now. Georgia, I don't think it will qualify, but you never know. As for the rest of them, they're all borderlines. I mean, I'm looking at the list, and I've got down Slovenia. I think might be in trouble. I really do hope they go through, but I think they might be going fifth. They might be a little bit iffy on that one, so I'm a bit worried for them. Finland going third, right after Montenegro, might help, but I'm still worried for them. I was more worried for Sebastian's vocals than anything. If he can deliver, and I think it might just scrape through a bit like what they had last year with Sarah also. It might scrape through, it may not, but I'm a little bit worried on that as well. Hungary, I think Hungary and Slovenia are gonna probably battle it out for sort of sliding through to the final. I don't think both of them are going to go through. I think it's going to be one or the other. I'm going to mostly go with Slovenia over Hungary, but I don't know so much. Belgium, I've got down as a borderline only because I don't have a clue how Elliot sounds live, and I'm kind of worried about how that's going to go. If the also we had Senek last year as a definite qualifier, and she didn't qualify, and okay, that was down to the staging. That was a completely different thing. But I'm still worried for Belgium. Could they have two non-qualifiers on the bounce? Could Elliot go through? I don't know. He could qualify, but that's why I've got it as a borderline. I don't think he's not going to qualify, but I'm a little bit unsure. And everybody else that I haven't yet mentioned, they're all borderlines for me as well. So overall, I think this semi is a lot harder to predict because anyone could go through effectively. Um, yeah, I've got a couple of definite qualifiers. I think Iceland's probably my big definite at the moment, along with Cyprus, but followed by Greece. But at the end of the day, it's a complicated mess, to be honest, and we're not going to really know anything until rehearsals really kick off, or at least the pre-parties, because that gives us an idea then of how people sound like the internal entries more than anything. Have, say, the national finalists, the ones who won the national finals, have they improved since? We don't know. So I think that one would be quite interesting to find out, but I don't think we're going to have a real clear picture until we see the rehearsals. And I think that's the same for any country, really. So this is just my little take on the first semi-final.